Here we are in mid-chapter 5 review exercises, numbers 31 through 36. We're going to be doing division. Some of them, like this one, we'll be able to do synthetic division. Others, like that one, we will not be able to on 33 and 35, but the others should go not too bad. That's good. Okay, so in 31, x to the fifth, let's highlight it here, say what color we're going to do it in. X to the fifth minus 243 divided by x minus 3. Look at that. That's a synthetic division one. So we put the opposite of negative 3 over here. And then we do the coefficients. 1x to the fifth, no x to the fourth, no x cubed, no x squared, no x minus 243. Oh boy, don't forget all those zeros. They're crucial to this problem. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 0 plus 9 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 0 plus 27 is 27. 3 times 27 is 81. 0 plus 81 is 81. 3 times 81 is 243. And negative 243 plus 243 is 0. That is the remainder. Now remember, this was an x to the fifth. So this guy has dropped a power to x to the fourth. That one then is 3x cubed plus 9x squared plus 27x plus 81 with no remainder. And that's our solution. Number 32. Oh, look at this. We have a nice divisor here that we get to use synthetic division with. Use the opposite of a plus 1, which is a minus 1 in the box. And we have x to the sixth minus, nope, no x to the fifth, no x to the fourth, minus 5x cubed. We don't need to write that down. We're just writing the coefficients. And then plus 1x squared and plus 0 x's and plus a 12. Oh my word. Let's make sure we got this right. X to the sixth, no x to the fourth or fifth, then a minus 5x cubed plus x squared, no x's, and a 12. We've got to put in those zeros for coefficients on the missing terms. All right, 1 comes straight down, and minus 1 times 1 is minus 1. 0 plus minus 1 is minus 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 0 times positive 1 plus positive 1 is 1. Negative 1 times 1 is a negative 1. Negative 5 times, no, plus a negative 1 is negative 6. Negative 1 times negative 6 is a positive 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. Negative 1 times 7 is a negative 7. 0 plus negative 7 is negative 7. Negative 1 plus times negative 7 is a positive 7. And 12 plus 7 is 19. And this is the remainder. This was an x to the sixth, and it is now an x to the fifth. So we get an x to the fifth minus x to the fourth plus 1x cubed minus 6x squared plus 7x minus 7, remainder 19, which means we actually have plus 19 over what we originally divided by, x plus 1. All right, that's a huge honkin' problem there. Yeah, synthetic division made it nice and, well, okay, not totally easy, but a lot easier than it would have been. All right, let's move on to 33. All right, number 33. We're going to divide by, this is a trinomial, so we can't do synthetic division. So let's write it out. 3x squared minus 5x plus 8 goes into 18x to the fourth minus 27x cubed plus 31x squared plus 17x minus 14. Oh, this is going to be a big one too. Let's start moving left to right. Let's get a different color so we can just tell that they're not, just keep it separate from the problem here. 3x squared goes into 18x to the fourth. 3 goes into 18 6 times, and x squared goes into x to the fourth x squared times. Now if we times this, we'll get 18x to the fourth minus 30x cubed, right? 6 times negative 5, and then 6 times 8, that's plus 48x squared. We now subtract, and we're left with, that one's gone. Negative 27 minus a minus 30 is positive 3x cubed. 31x squared minus 48, that's minus 17x squared. And then drop the new term down, plus 17x. And see what we get there. 3x squared goes into 3x cubed. 1x times 3x squared is 3x cubed. X times negative 5x is a negative 5x squared. And x times 8 is 8x plus 8x. All right, so now we subtract. Don't forget that negative sign everywhere. And that's gone. And then we have negative 17 minus a minus 5. That's negative 17 plus 5. That is a 12x squared. And then 17 plus a negative 8 is 9 plus a 9x. And then minus the 14. That guy drops down. 3x goes in. Oh, wait, that's a negative 12x there. Ooh, that could have been messy. Negative 17 minus minus 5 is negative 12x. Good. So 3 goes into negative 12x minus 4 times. Minus 4 is negative 12x squared. That's plus a 20x minus a 32. All right. Then when we subtract everywhere, we get 12x squareds are gone. 9 minus 20x, that's minus 11x. And then that's negative 14, that's plus 18. Negative 14 plus 32 is a plus 18. So we would write out the answer as 6x squared plus x minus 4 plus a negative 11x plus 18 all over what we were dividing by, 3x squared minus 5x plus 8. Woo! That's huge. That is a huge looking problem there, and fraught with opportunities to mess up. All right, number 34. Let's do number 34 out here. We have, synthetic division. So we can put a negative 1 and an x to the 6th, no x to the 5th, no x to the 4th, no x to the 3rd, no x squared, no x, minus 4. Oh boy, let's see what happens when we do this. Let's see if we got that right. X to the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, first power, and then a minus 4 at the end. Good. So bring this guy down. 1, negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 0 and negative 1 is negative 1 times a negative 1 is a 1. Add it and we get a 1. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 0 plus a negative 1 is a negative 1. Times it and we get positive 1. 0 plus a positive 1 is 1. Negative 1 times negative 1. Negative 1 times positive 1 is a negative 1. 0 plus a negative 1 is a negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is a positive 1. Negative 4 plus 1 is a negative 3. Oh boy. Okay, so there we go. So this was, let's make sure we get this, an x to the 6th was that place right there. So this is an x to the 5th. X to the 5th minus x to the 4th plus x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 1. And then the remainder right there, minus 3 over, what were we dividing by? X plus 1. That's what goes on the denominator. Ooh, big log problem. That was great. Number 35. Cannot do synthetic division, so we'll have 3x minus 2 going into 9x cubed plus 5x. Nope, we've got to put in that term 0x squared plus 5x plus 5. Yeah, put those guys in. 3x goes into 9x cubed, 3x squared times 3x is 9x cubed. 3x squared times minus 2 is a minus 6x squared. That's why we needed to place that 0x squared in there. We're now going to subtract. Can't forget to do that. And we get 0 minus a minus 6 is positive 6x squared. And of course, that column went away. Bring down the 5x. 3x goes into 6x squared 2 times. 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Times the other part of that binomial, minus 4x. And then we subtract. Again, if you don't put those signs in there, you may forget and try to add those. It happens to many students. So those guys are gone, and now we have 5 minus a minus 4. That's 9x plus a 5. So then 3x goes into 9x 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9x. 3 times a minus 2 is a minus 6. And subtract those. And then, what do we have? Gone. And that's 5 minus a minus 6 is 11. So our answer is 3x squared plus 2x plus 3 with the remainder over the divisor. 3x minus 2. Cool. All right, last one, number 36. Oh, synthetic division. This is a special kind where we can just use that -2, opposite of what we see here, up in the box. And we have the coefficients going here, 3, then x squared, which is 10, then x, which is 6, and then the constant term, -4. Oh, it'd be nice to end on a good note. 3 adds straight down here. -2 times 3 is -6. 10 plus a -6 is 4. -2 times 4 is a -8. 6 plus a -8 is a -2. -2 times -2 is a +4. Oh my word. No remainder. That means x plus 2 goes in there evenly. And where this was an x cubed, in this column, it's now dropped a power to 3x squared plus 4x minus 2. And that's our solution.